Its main character, played by Joey King, is the daughter of the king, Ed Stoppard, in a fairy tale-esque kingdom that seems to consist mainly of a tower overlooking the sea. When she turns down the marriage arranged between her and a lord named Julius, Dominic Cooper, Julius decides to change her mind by force, seizing the castle and taking the royals captive. But the princess, who's never given a name beside that, has been conveniently trained in martial arts, and rather than being dragged in chains to the altar, she's soon punching, kicking, and slashing her way from floor to floor in an attempt to save her family and, on the way, prove to her father Th. It's as though the raid were given a concussive head injury and a membership to the wing. What the fuck is it with princesses, anyway? The smugness with which the princess presents the spectacle of a 110-pound woman in a puffy dress running through passable fight choreography is enough to make you wonder whether anyone involved in the movie has paid any attention to the last few decades of pop culture, or watched a Joss Whedon show. Princesses kick ass now, they lead the way, they save the day, and they're also still traditionally beautiful and feminine and lithe, the latter point hammered home in this new movie by a belabored fat joke. The princess has been a revisionist figure for so many years now that we've lost the idea that one of the role's few defining qualities, aside from class, is a lack of agency, especially when it comes to matrimony. Our attachment to this increasingly vague concept, fueled heavily by Disney's branding and the eternal appeal of a flouncy frock, has landed us in the empowerment dead end of The Princess, whose main character attempts to prove that women are just as deserving as men when it comes to inheriting power. King, with her cutesy doll face and increasingly shredded medieval wedding gown, is a game action hero if not a notable one. The princess would clearly like to be seen in the bruising recent tradition of David Leitch-adjacent movies like the John Wicks, Atomic Blonde, and Nobody, but is more slapdash in its construction, striving for longer takes while pulling its punches in combat. It feels rushed, which it probably was. Vietnamese-American director Levon Kiet has already had two other movies in theaters this year, the horror movie The Ancestral and the Alicia Silverstone shark attack thriller The Requiem. He's best known for the 2019 gangster drama Fury, and here enlists that movie's star, Veronica Ngo, to play Ling, the student of the king's advisor Christopher Kamiyasu. The king, it's explained, has always opened his doors to outsiders, something Julius sneers at as weakness, though the xenophobia is as half-assed a marker of villainy as the aristocratic acceptance is a show of largesse.